Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. This week we're doing a little bit, it's not really a different thing, it's just I'm doing it slightly differently. Basically, I haven't been in like a full-on slump recently, but I've been kind of like not really feeling it. Do you know what I mean? Like I haven't really been like, yes, I need to read, get me reading right now. And that was really irritating me. I think part of it was because I was reading The House We Grew Up In by Lisa Jewell and I just wasn't gelling with it. No offense, that book is way too long and way too repetitive for my taste. I could not stand it. Stop. The plot points were annoying, the characters were annoying. It was insufferable. It was actually honestly insufferable. I could not stand it. I hated it. And also I went into it thinking it was a thriller. It is not a thriller, guys. It is not a thriller, and I did not realise that. Usually I associate Lisa Jewell with thriller. I enjoy her thrillers. I did not enjoy whatever the hell that was. Okay, so we won't be reading from her mystery family drama thing again for a while because it's not for me, babe. It's not a piece of me. But I have, I think, resolved my issue. So I'm now reading Binding 13. I'm reading it again. Sue me! I'm having a lovely time, obviously, but I feel like I need something new and I need something fresh, and I did just go out and buy some books, but they're not for me either. I need a library book. I need to go to the library, browse the shelves, pick out a book and go, yeah, this is what I'm going to read. That's what I need to do. So we're going to go to my local library. We're going to pick out a few books and we're going to do a little reading vlog. I'll probably turn it into a challenge of some sort. In fact, let's have a look at my screen time. Coming at you live from my iPad. So it is Tuesday today. So we'll do Tuesday to Tuesday. So I'm thinking we're going to do number of pickups because I've done it before, but my actual screen time, I listen to audiobooks to fall asleep at night and my iPad refuses to let me log into Libby. I don't know why. On Tuesday last week, I picked up my phone 340 times. We're going to do number of phone pickups equals number of pages read. We've done this before. I think I did it in like October or something. I don't know, you'll have to look back. You're not going to believe me when I tell you this. I'm about to go back to the library. So on the weekend, my mum mentioned that they were having a book sale and I was like, oh my God, that's so cool, but we didn't go. I had threepence to my name this morning, but my dad just sent me 20 quid when I asked for a fiver for a Tesco meal deal. So I'm going to treat myself, but first I'll give you a haul of what I've got so far and then I'm going to go and support my local library in another way. So I actually took out a series of books and then took out more books. So I'm going to run through them. We've got The Maid's Secret by Nita Prose. Now, I've read the other two books in this series. I loved the first one. The second one was quite disappointing, but I thought to myself, I may as well just give this one a go, just in case she's back on her grind now, because I really enjoy the character. It was just the plot that didn't really interest me last time, like in the sequel. So hopefully book number 3 is going to be back on my level. Then we've got The History of Bees. So this is like 3 guys. They're all going through a kind of family issue, and like they all have different like parent-child relationships, but it's connecting 3 guys in totally different centuries or decades, really, I suppose. Decades, okay, fine. And they're also in different states, not states, what's the word, continents. So it's historical, and that's why it's kind of seeming up my street. The plot also, some of it in some ways I suppose interests me, but mostly I liked the name and the fact that there's someone in 1851. I love a history. Then we have The Phone Box at the Edge of the World. This one, I thought the name sounded so cute. And basically, so it's set in Japan. We've got this phone box, disused, top of a windy hill. It says Windy Hill on here, okay? And this woman loses her mother and daughter in a tsunami and then goes on pilgrimage to the phone box, if that makes sense. But so it's about bereavement. She meets someone else who's also grieving. It's like a whole little, like a, you know, it just sounds really up my street, really cutesy, really like, oh, you know, like a nice, cozy, warm. And it's also inspired by a true story. Also, it has like little doodles at the start of each chapter, which I love. So like it's got like a little bench there, birdies, birds. Anyway, I just thought it was really cute. So this one's, see, the reason I got so many was because some of them are quite skinny. Okay, Some of them are, I promise, quite skinny. So this one is called What You Need from the Night. So this is a guy who, his wife dies and he has 2 sons and they're on very different sides of the political spectrum. It says here, the younger son sets his sights on Paris. The older son was raised as a socialist but then becomes a member of a far-right group. And that was what caught my attention because I love a political book. For me personally, that's my jam. I am a firm believer that reading is political, but this, like actually having a subject of politics, does that make sense? It makes sense to me. And then final one from my initial haul, we've got Funny Story by Emily Henry. Now I have read a few Emily Henrys and I have really enjoyed them. I've read Book Lovers and I've read Happy Place. I loved Happy Place so much. I gave it 5 stars. My initial haul of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books, and I was gonna stop there. And then after I checked out, I thought, let me just check the shelves one more time. Okay, and I did find 2 more. So this one is a compilation of short stories. It's called Cat Brushing, and it's the stories of 13 older women in kind of just their lives. And so yeah, there's just like little short stories. And I love compilations of short stories. I read one last year. It was called Send Nudes. I don't know who it's by. I'll put it on the screen. But it was one of the best books I read that whole year. I flipping adored it. And then last but not least, we have The Spare Room. So this is a female friendship kind of thing. One of them has cancer and she's living in the spare room of her friends. Hey guys, I am back. I don't know if you can hear the washing machine in the background. If you can, I'm really sorry. I am back from the shop. Ecstatic. When I went there earlier, I thought it said £1 a book. 1 bag of books, £1. So we have Riccardino. Basically, this is from a series of mysteries. I judged a book by its cover. Look how beautiful this is. Tell me you wouldn't have bought this. There's like a whole series of them. They're actually gorgeous. But so this is a mystery that is so a caller rings up some guy rings up an inspector and goes, hey babe, lol, let's hang out. And then someone gets assassinated. What? Anyway, I bought this because of the cover, but look at it. And it actually sounds right up my street, to be honest. Look at it. It's got like a fortune teller. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm sorry if the washing machine is really loud. I can hear it very, very clearly. That's not my problem. I'm not even in the same room. So anyway, then we got Hidden Knowledge. So this one Guys, I'm just editing and I did not finish that book haul because there was a wasp in my bra and I was so traumatized and I was so swept off my feet that I totally forgot about the book haul. So if you want to see the other books I bought, you'll have to watch the video which I will be putting out of actually my book haul. So yeah, it was really traumatic, and I did have to call Meredith because I was very, very scared and I didn't know what to do. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I've got 7 books here. I think I might just use a number generator, I'm not going to lie, because I don't think I have it in me to make a choice. 1 to 7. I'm going to show you the pile so that you can see which is which. So we're working top down. So top one is 1, bottom is 7. Does that make sense? So I'm going to get up a number generator. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out all 3 of the books that we're going to read. So we've got minimum 1, maximum 7. 3. Yay! I'm actually happy about... Oh. So first book, Cat Brushing. I think, as I said, we're going to pick out 4. Okay, 4. So that was 3. One book is Funny Story by Emily Henry. I've just dropped all the books. So we're now going to have a new pile, which has 5 books in it. And we're going to do minimum 1, maximum 5, because I've confused myself. So what do we get? 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we did just get The Spare Room, which means like I'm going to choose a 4th book so that we do have enough to get me through the week. I'm going to make it easy for myself. 1 to 4. Generate. Is it generating? I didn't click it. 4. The Maid's Secret. So we're definitely, this is the one I want to start with. I was very, very happy when it got picked out. So this is what we're going to start with. And I think what we might actually do is just go through them in this order. So we've got Cat Brushing, Funny Story, Spare Room, Maid's Secret. I just did the maths. I've read 115 pages of binding 13 today, so 314 minus 115 is 225. So I've got 225 pages to read today left, so that's like nearly to the end of cat brushing. So I think there's every chance I could just finish this book, but I would at least read to page 225. Just finished the first short story. I do have 2 bookmarks in here. I've got where I am and then where I need to get to, and they're both Paddington themed. Just the first story, low-key, that hurt my feelings. It was really good. Because I wasn't entirely certain of what kind of story it was going to be, but it was a very emotional, short, kind of almost discovery of self, and it was sapphic, and then it just ends like that. It's looking good. It's looking like a 4-star perchance. Hey guys, excuse the appearance. I have a series of pimple and blister patches on my face because I need to stop picking my skin and start taking care of it properly. So instead of just popping and picking at my spots, I've covered them all in plasters and pimple patches, because there's too many on my chin for pimple patches, I'd use the whole pack. So I've put a blister plaster on it. Anyway, I'm nearly halfway through cat brushing now. I'm really enjoying it. I didn't realise it was so sensual in nature. There's a lot of yearning. There's also a lot of grief. And there's a word I'm looking for. Like self-mourning almost. But it's really good. I'm really enjoying myself. I am now going to tidy my room because it's some better days. So in the meantime, I'm going to listen to The Boys of Tommen. What's it called? Binding 13 audiobook again. I was 42 pages off my goal yesterday, guys. Today's initial goal is 231, so when you add 42, you get 273. So, a lot, but it's fine. I am seeing Meredith later. We're going out, we're going shopping, book shopping, and I'm doing her nails, so I'll have to read on either end of this day. I'm 139 pages into cat brushing, so 103 of my pages will be from this book today, and then 170 from Funny Story, unless I read some audiobook, in which case we'll subtract some pages. Little update, I'm about to go and get ready. Guilty as charged. I have mostly been scrolling on TikTok this morning. Whoops. But I have also gone a little bit further. So this is all I have left of this book. I've got 240 something pages, I think. Anyway, I am really enjoying this. I have recommended it to Meredith. I don't think she'll read it because she hates me. I'm joking. Also, my eye bags are so bad, guys. Menstruation is not for the weak, okay? But yeah, this is genuinely such a good book. I actually would recommend it. I hope there's triggers out there somewhere because they are needed for this book. There are some short stories and certain like references and stuff that are really quite graphic, so I would definitely check triggers for this. There's talks of self-harm, suicide, domestic violence, narcissism, manipulation, very close, and it is still sitting at a 4-star for me. I don't think it's quite a 5, maybe 4.25. We'll see what the last couple of stories are like. Hey guys, this might end very abruptly, so I'm gonna make it quick, but we've now arrived at the shopping centre. We went to the library and I got 2 bags of hardback books for £2, so I've now spent £4 on books at the library, which is brilliant actually. And we're just about to go to Waterstones. We're going to Nero as well. I'm gonna get a matcha. And,
I brought my book to read in Cafe Nero.
I didn't. I was gonna.
Well, you can buy one.
Yeah. Yay!
There's always a solution.
Yay! But yeah, so we'll probably see you when we get to the shop actually. So
And then we're doing my nails afterwards.
yay!
I'm excited. We're doing Fantastic Mr. Fox nails. Because I watched the film yesterday and also I love the book. So
There's a book?
it's by Roald Dahl. I actually read it, guys. I was imagining like a picture book.
Oops, that's embarrassing.
But yeah, very excited.
Did you know? Fingers, please. Yay! This apple is really good.
Yeah.
I do love that one.
Yay!
Look at the length of my hands. Yeah, look. We actually have 2 matching ones now. My thumbs are apple and stripy. Hang on, wait, how do I... Okay, I have an apple and stripy. I have apples and stripy. Yay! Yay!
They remind me of tacos. Do they remind you of tacos?
No. Please excuse the state. Happy Thursday. I woke up, was supposed to have a driving lesson at 11:45. Then he asked 11:30, and I was like, that's fine, but can we please keep the lesson at 1 hour, because my driving anxiety is really bad, because I went on a drive with my mum yesterday, and I was trying to do a parallel park, and I could not get into the spot, and I got really overwhelmed and started crying, and I was like, I can't do this. And he's like, oh, I've just had something coming up, can we please reschedule? So the universe is on my side today, but I am going to have a productive day now, because that was kind of my thing, because it was right in the middle of my day, so I couldn't really do anything, but now I can. So I'm going to walk to the library to return my book. I need to tidy my room, and I also need to film a book haul, because I've been really on my book buying grind recently. But I thought, first of all, I would let you know that I did not do my pages yesterday, because I was so tired so I had a really lovely day with Meredith. It was a longer day than I thought, and then I went on that drive and I was exhausted. So I did do a fair bit of reading. I finished cat brushing, but I am like 100 and something pages behind again. So I'm 170 pages behind from yesterday, and then I'm supposed to read 254 pages today. So I've got like 420 something pages to read, which is insane. But I'm going to obviously be quite productive. Listen to my Binding 13 audiobook while I'm doing things where I can't be sat reading. And then I'm going to obviously get started on Emily Henry's funny story. Fever has also decided today is a great day to shine. So please excuse me if I sound... George is here, guys. I don't think you're going to see him. Are you going up on there? To sit on my windowsill because you can see his tail. Sorry about that. Anyway, so I finished cat brushing. I gave it 4.5 stars. This book is incredible. I love it. The compilation of short stories, absolutely enthralling. Really, really quite heavy stuff, some of it. And I did see that in some of the reviews. So do definitely be careful going into it. It is quite intense. There's also some like grooming and stuff. Like it's not a light, easy book, but it is incredibly well written. I loved it. And I love the author's writing style as well. She really has a way with words. So yeah, I am going to get ready now. Because it's Thursday, my library is closed on Thursday. I have a drop-off box outside of the library, so I'm going to drop it off in there, which is probably for the best because I don't need to take out any more books right now. But so while I'm getting ready and stuff like that, I'll be listening to the Binding 13 audiobook, and then I will actually sit down and start this book probably while I'm having my breakfast. So I'm going to get ready, do my makeup, skincare, get dressed, have my breakfast. Then I think I'll go out, do my outdoor bits, and then come in, tidy up, and then just read and relax. And I bought some yarn. I want to make a new jumper, so I might start the jumper today as well, because I find that when my anxiety has been bad at some point in the day, like if I've had an anxiety spike, all I really want to do is do the things that I know are going to give me that release of like serotonin and dopamine to calm me down and regulate me. Okay, I'm ready and I've done most of my like house jobs. So I'm going to go and return my book. I might get a meal deal while I'm out. We'll see. Or something from one of the shops a bit closer to the library. The weather is looking really mean, but I can't bother to put actual shoes on. This is such a first world problem. Okay, I'll do it. I'll put shoes on. Guys, you mustn't judge. I have opted for socks and sliders. But they are my Moomin socks. So, and they are actually nice sliders. So, yeah, but I'm home. All the English students were in town and it was really, really infuriating. There's like 3 schools of English in my town and they were all out getting lunch and they were so in the way and I was being rained on, but I saw one of the girls I used to go to school with and she's so lovely and I was so happy. And I got a meal deal from Tesco and now I'm home and I'm going to start funny story. I've just finished my Binding 13 reread. I still love it. It's still gut-wrenching. I've got like 177 pages left and I think I found an audiobook of funny story, so I'm going to listen to that. I'm on chapter 2, literally like 10-15 pages, 20 minutes in, and she's just broken up with her boyfriend. So I guess he wasn't the love interest. I'm on chapter 7. I'm really enjoying this. The male main character is such a piss take. He's really funny and he's not serious. Good morning, guys. I have finally caught up on my pages and today we are due 135. So I am just under halfway through Funny Story. I am having the time of my life. I adore this book. I adore all of Emily Henry's books, but this one is so good. It's really funny. Miles is a really good male main character. It's like a fake dating trope, forced proximity. I'm having a wonderful time. A wonderful one. In fact, I texted Meredith yesterday. I said, I'm having a wonderful time. So this is my jam. I'm genuinely, I would say this is leaning towards a 4.5, maybe even a 5-star. I'm loving it. So that is good. I have to tidy the living room today on account of I'm hosting a barbecue tomorrow. Weather's not great for a barbecue, but we'll make it work. It's to celebrate my birth, so I need to tidy the living room. I also need to have some brekkie, and I want to work on my jumper today. This is where I got to last night. So I've started the first stripe of the second colour. That's like how it's gonna sit, but on my body. So anyway, but that is where I'm at. So, but yeah, I'm having a lovely, lovely time. It's a really good book. Guys, I finished Funny Story and I am not okay. 5 stars. Loved it. I didn't want it to be over. And it's over. The third act conflict, I was gonna throw hands. I was so, excuse the state of me, oh my god. The sheer pain in my heart and anger coursing through my blood at the third act conflict, but it was resolved and it got 5 stars. And there's a readathon, which I love, and she works at a library, which I love, and I hate her dad, and I hate her ex-boyfriend, and I hate his ex-girlfriend. But really, really good. Really, really good, guys. Would recommend. Thank you, Emily. Again, she's hit the nail on the head. So I have now done my pages for the day, but I think once I've done all of my organising and everything, I might... See, this is the thing, I want to listen to an audiobook, and I couldn't find an audiobook for the other 2 books on the platforms that I use, because I might see if either another book I've got from the library or something on my TBR is available as an audiobook, in which case I'll listen to that and update you. And then our physical book that we'll still also be reading will be, what's it called? The Spare Room. Is that our next one? I think so. But as I said, I have actually finished my pages for the day, so I'm really ahead of the grind here now, guys. I did some extra pages and everything just because I wanted to finish the book. I'm going to use my TBR jar to pick an audiobook to listen to. Lessons in chemistry. Evening, I'm about to go to sleep, but I just thought I'd let you know, once again, excuse the patch, I've pretty much been reading this book for the entire day and listening to the audiobook. I didn't realise I'd already started it. I must have started it like a couple of weeks ago because it's nearly expired on my Libby, so I was a bit confused. I've also got my retainers in, so sorry if I have a lisp, but I was a bit confused, and then I kind of got back into it and I was like, oh my god, I love this book so much. Why have I not read it sooner? It is so my cup of tea. A woman defying social norms. She's a woman in STEM. She's using her platform on a cooking show to tell women how to literally protect themselves and stand up against their oppressors. Babe, Bonnie, you're the love of my life, by the way. I hope you know. This is such a good book. I'm very nearly done. I'm like 85% of the way through. Unless something terrible happens, in terms of suddenly her writing style is disgusting, her character becomes a disgusting person, this is getting 5 stars. Because it's so good. I'm like genuinely aghast. Once again, I've texted Meredith, you have to read this book. I love it. And I can't even, oh my god, something really bad happens. And the shock factor of it isn't when it happens, it's when the author just goes, and this happened within 37 minutes. Huh? And then you find out, like, in detail. I was like, so good though, guys. Definitely trigger warning for sexual assault and blatant misogyny and discrimination. And also there are some mentions of abortion, although there isn't actually an abortion in the book. But this is my cup of tea. I am having the time of my life. I would eat this book if I could. I would definitely be finishing this tomorrow because it is 11 o'clock, so I am about to go to bed. But I am in love. Hello, happy Saturday. Just a quick update. So I need to read 182 pages today. I'm like halfway there, I can't lie. Or maybe like just slightly over halfway. I've got like 86 pages left. I didn't know my iPad had this function. I've just zoomed it out. Oh, I don't know if I like that. Finished Lessons in Chemistry, 5 stars. I adore it. I love this book. She's coming home with me. So I finished that this morning, and then I started The Spare Room. I've read about 10 pages. It is good. It's very simple. It's very quick. There aren't many words a page, so I don't think this will take us long. But then I started, because then I finished the audiobook of Lessons in Chem, and I decided I need another audiobook, so I went back to my TBR. It gave me Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I am about 70 pages in. It's quite enjoyable. It's nothing special. Like, it's good, but I think it's probably like a 3 or 4, 3-ish. I'm not the biggest JR girl. Seven Husbands was a 5-star for me, but I read Daisy Jones in the 6. I don't know if it's just her writing style or what. I don't really know, but it just, so far, this is looking like a 3 or 4, maybe like 3.5, and this is looking like a 3. So after 3 5-stars, can I complain? No. Ooh. Hey guys, quick update. So I'm just under halfway through Malibu Rising. It's growing on me. I think it's looking like a 4 rather than a 3. It's not. Some bits of it have reminded me a bit of Daisy Jones in the 6, which I don't like. The actual story, especially of Nina, I am really enjoying it. I do think it's good. It's well written. As I said, there's just some bits that I'm not. They feel a little bit, you know, reused, but it's fine. But yeah, so it's looking like maybe a 4. At least a 3.75. Hey guys, it's actually Monday afternoon. Yesterday was not a good day for me. I wasn't feeling great, so I did not film, but I did reach my page goal. I'm now very, very close to finishing Malibu Rising. I'm about to go out with my dad in a little bit to go to Hobbycraft and get some lunch, so I won't finish this until I get back, because then I'm going to work on my jumper again. So that'll be how I finish this book. Goal page today is 113, so not too many more. I read like 2 pages of this in the middle of the night, which was technically today, and then I've been reading The Spare Room by Helen Garner. I'm actually really enjoying it. I wouldn't say it's like the finest piece of literature I've ever read. I'd probably put it around a 3.5, but I am definitely enjoying it. It's a very quick read. I read 40 pages in half an hour, and I usually read about a page a minute, so to read an extra 10 pages. Also, I have repainted my nails but not redone them. You can still see they are growing out, but I just wanted a different design on them, so I literally just repainted them. This is a good book, but not a great book. I'm actually really enjoying this. This is looking like a 4-star for me. It's definitely better than Daisy Jones. It doesn't quite top Evelyn Hugo, but I am really enjoying myself. I literally sat down and read so much of it yesterday. It's defo a good book. This is like out of the 3 I've read, I would put this at number 2. I just finished Malibu Rising. Sorry guys, these seagulls are insane today. I just finished Malibu Rising. This is getting 4.5 stars from me, I think. It's not quite a 5-star, but it is so close. This book is insanely good. Yeah, the ending was really good. It was quite bittersweet, and I think it's just really what it needed. Like, I liked that it wasn't fully a resolved kind of thing. We don't know what's going to happen next, but it was enough to kind of let us be okay with the fact it's over. 4.25. Really good, really, really good. I'm glad that it was good. So we're going to start that now. So we will finish both of these books today, and that means we will read our goal, and hopefully this is going to be better than the second one and as good or better than the first. This with no expectations. I'm low-key puzzled. There seems to be an enemies to lovers thing going on, and there's this Fabergé that they've spoken about beforehand. Apparently it's real, and apparently she's going to get millions of dollars or pounds. I'm waiting to see what the mystery is, because I'm 130 something. I'm that far in. Nothing mysterious. I'm starting to think it's just that I'm not gelling with her writing. Like, it's quite like... It's reading very quickly, but at the same time it feels like nothing's really happening. Update, I've just hit a plot twist. It's not the most interesting, but, you know, I did go, oh, okay. So maybe it'll get better now, but I don't like the flashbacks. I don't think they're necessary. I have yet to see what they're bringing to the story, so if I can work out why they're there, maybe I'll like them more, but other than that, it's just irritating. And also, the narrator doesn't have a great English accent. It does slip up sometimes. Update, I've finished The Maid's Secret. I'm giving it 3.5. It was pretty good. There were some bits I didn't really see the need for, but overall, finding out more about Gran was actually quite interesting in the end. Her plot is quite interesting. I think I was low-key more invested in that than Molly's plot for this book. Trigger warnings for like domestic violence and sexual assault, and also kind of forced marriages as well. And to Fable, I gave Mystery Guest 4 stars. I don't know why, because I don't remember it being that good. I don't remember a single thing about that book, and I remember thinking, so. Okay, so quick recap. We had cat brushing, funny story, lessons in chemistry. They were all 5 stars. We had Malibu Rising, which I settled on 4.5. The Maid, which I gave, did I give it 3.5? I think. Yeah, 3.5. And then I finished The Spare Room this morning, which I gave 3.5. I did like that you could feel the characters, like the narrator's rage. You can feel her rage, but it just wasn't, like, it was good, and I liked the whole kind of mourning before you're even dead thing, but it just wasn't the best. But there we go. That's our little recap. Ta-ra.